Def Jam super iconic, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Nas, etc. So to be a part of that legacy meant everything. And in 2014, before I left my job on a dry erase board, I had Def Jam records written on my refrigerator. And to make it happen, it really changed my life. I'm Bobby Sessions, the legend, and I'm a rapper from Dallas, Texas. I want to always be remembered. That's why I refer to myself as a legend. It's all about making history. We have this myth going around that you need to move to LA, New York, or Atlanta to jumpstart your career, and I always wanted to prove that theory wrong. I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas, right here in Pleasant Grove. I was around a bunch of people that looked like me and had the same ideals and same interests, and it just gave me the sense of community. I was 12 when my family moved me and my little brother to Rowlett, Texas. I was in a neighborhood where there wasn't people that looked like me. The cultures was different, the interest was different. I never had the self-image of a rapper when I was younger. By the time I got 17 or 18, I knew I had to deliver a message to people, so it's just fine-tuning what that message was. I went to the University of North Texas at UNT. They had this event called Poetic Justice. A bunch of people are freestyling raps off the top of their head, and I felt like I could beat those guys. So I went home and I wrote my first rap, came back the next week and recited it, and the place went crazy, and I knew that was gonna be my career. I decided to drop out of school to pursue music full-time. We had this group called Fly Times. We started performing out here in Deep Ellum. We was doing every show that we possibly could for free, just trying to make a name for ourselves. And then we met Blue the Misfit, and then he had this idea of Brain Gang and us joining Brain Gang as this one powerful Dallas collective. We started to cause a lot of ruckus. Just the songs that I was making at the time wasn't in alignment with that mission that I had at 17 and 18, and I knew I had to make a change, so I decided to do my own thing. Saw a documentary about the law of attraction, which is basically thoughts become things. It gave me a different perspective on things I was doing wrong mentally. I started to map out my life exactly how I wanted, not relying on luck per se, but creating luck for myself. And I had a warehouse job. It was the first taste of stability after dropping out of college to rap. December 31st, 2014, I wasn't prepared financially at all. I only had $50, but my mind was at ease. I would have rather been homeless rapping on the side of the street than having stability. The thing I'm the best at is putting words together and rapping, so why would I not try to monetize that skill? So the first song I released post leaving my job was a record called Black America, and it's talking about police brutality. It's a song that is very dear to my heart because my cousin that got killed by law enforcement in 2012, James Harper, it was sent a shockwave around the city. People was like, oh, Bobby Sessions is back, but this music is a lot different than what we remembered him for. Just 30 days later, it allowed me to book a flight to California, where I met J. Jones, who eventually ended up being my manager. I put out LOA, my first album, November 2015. And that highlights my journey from me discovering the law of attraction all the way to me signing with High Standards. A lot of the news coverage I was getting was drastically different than it was before. Got a chance to meet Mark Cuban and do work with the Dallas Mavericks and perform at bigger venues like Trees and the Bomb Factory. And I started to realize that I attracted more of what I want when I was grateful for what I had already. So I felt like I needed a body of work that touched on that subject. And I feel like to make music that you want to touch the earth, I'll walk for miles pretty much every day. Try to find something deep about nature. Nature says a lot without speaking. In November 2017, my manager J. Took a trip to New York City to meet with Paul Rosenberg, the CEO and president of Def Jam Records, to play him some music. And he was impressed with my message, and he bought into this same mission that I had in 17 and 18, and figured that it would be a good fit for Def Jam Records. I think anyone that believes that success is rooted in good luck has bought into a myth. I think luck is preparation and opportunity. Getting married, I put in the work, not just with me pursuing my career, but with the energy that I put into the universe. So I have to receive it back, because that's just good business. I aim to tell the truth in my music. I just understand that the truth is provocative. You have to risk being offensive, because a lot of people have different lines that they don't want crossed. I'm not going to sugarcoat my truth for you to be more comfortable. I've never had growth being comfortable. I was always uncomfortable when I grew. And I put that same energy and philosophy into the music. I have a lot of respect for the craft, and I want to make sure that when we look back at the genre's history and look at the greats, I want to make sure that my name is mentioned.